In 2026, the fastest way to stand out as a researcher won't be through writing anymore. It'll be through presenting. And the critical differentiator won't be being charismatic or entertaining or a natural speaker. I work with researchers, PhDs, and postdocs every day, and I'm seeing firsthand how learning to present effectively increases their clarity and confidence. And this increase in clarity and confidence, whether presenting from a conference stage or answering interview questions to a hiring panel, is fast becoming the only way to establish real credibility. In this video, I'll share 3 of the reasons your research presentation has become your most important professional skill in the AI era and what that means for your career. 2025 changed everything. AI didn't ruin writing, but it made writing easier for more people to do, regardless of their actual expertise. And that shift is creating turmoil for how academia can evaluate researchers. Number of publications is no longer a trusted metric. Well-crafted CV, statement of purpose, recommendation letters, all of them readers always wonder, is this real? Who actually wrote this? But oral presentations are different. Oral presentations might be the only thing left we can trust. Let's break down what this means for your career as a researcher. AI made writing abundant, but it didn't suddenly make everyone smarter. So a void's been created. In the absence of being able to evaluate and to judge people by their written work, which has forever been the currency of academia, people are searching for a replacement. And while academic institutions are desperately trying to cling to writing as the key currency, with new rules and new testing and new policing, that won't work, at least not in isolation. It won't work without verification. And the new verification currency will be presenting. And the value of doing so effectively will skyrocket. Let's look at 3 reasons why. Writing is infinite, presence is not. AI can now effortlessly generate abstracts, research statements, outlines, articles, and yes, even speaking scripts and slide decks. Manuscripts that once took months to generate can now be generated in weeks, days, hours, even minutes. And the barriers that once existed to publishing, paper copies, publication timetables, physical distribution channels, all the expenses that came along with those things, well, those have all been gone for years. And while AI can produce scripts and decks, it can't actually present them. Presenting is strictly a human-to-human interaction, and presenting is inherently limited to the ability to get a group of people in a space together. You might counter that VR will scale presenting opportunities, but that's not really true. It may lower some barriers, but the actual opportunities for people to be together and present with each other, AI is never going to scale that. Think about it. There are only so many conferences. Unlike publishing, which is growing exponentially and drowning itself in a crisis of credibility, speaking spots will always be limited. Presenting effectively fundamentally changes how you are judged in those moments. And once you know how to do it, that skill never goes away. Let me share a quick story. A professor told me the other day, she says to me, you know, Andrew, when I walk into a dissertation defense, I can tell in the first minute if you've done speaker coaching training with them. There's certain clarity and confidence as they start, most students don't yet have. As I get ready for the rest of their talk, I settle in and listen and smile, because I know it will be a good one and the decision will be easy. Don't misinterpret this story as some advertisement for my training. It's just a simple truth. Get some effective training, and you'll be that person that when a professor or a potential employer or a potential collaborator starts to listen, they'll recognize instantly time spent listening to you will be time well spent. So remember, stage spots are limited. You want to take advantage of every opportunity you have, because the good speakers, the great speakers, they get remembered and then they get invited back again and again. You either learn to present well or risk getting left behind forever. Which brings me to my second point. Be careful how you use AI. AI can generate your words, but it cannot give you mastery. And because effective speaking requires mastery, AI won't have the same impact it's had on writing. Yes, I know. AI can write your script and make a pretty decent slide deck. But when you let AI write your script, your framing, your transitions, your problem statement, you skip the one part of the research communication that actually develops expertise. Thinking. You can't have mastery over someone else's thoughts. You only have mastery over your own. Presenting is your thinking in motion. And when people see this, people trust your clarity, your expertise, you. Your ability to explain with clarity and conviction is a game changer. If you rely on AI to produce the thinking for you, you don't build the mental map you need to explain your choices, handle Q&A, make your work make sense. I see this more and more when I work with speakers. In class, just this past fall, I warned my students, AI won't help you. Trust yourself, trust the process I'll guide you through, do the work. Most people listened. A few didn't. And everyone recognized the results. Those who didn't, their talks started fluid, they captured attention, their ideas seemed crisp, their phrasing sharp, but then they started to fumble. A mistransition here, a wrong word there, the need to look at notes in places where they shouldn't need to look at notes. AI had built them a presentation that sounded good at first, sometimes even really good, but then sooner or later they fell apart and the presenter's credibility cratered. And there's no coming back, it's simply gone. Mastery isn't memorization, mastery is understanding. And no model can do that work for you. The third point's about clarity you develop mastering your presentation. Transfers everywhere. The thing about clarity and mastery, once you have it, it never goes away. Q&A, you're all set. You'll either know the answer to the question or be comfortable not knowing the answer. Either way, you win. The conversation at the coffee counter or the round table at lunch, again, you're all set. You can re-explain your research without slides needed. You can dive deeper in places you didn't discuss. You can respond thoughtfully to a new insight that someone shares that might be helpful. And you can do all this because you're clear not only about what you did, why you did it, and the significance of having done it, but you're also confident when you explain it to people, they'll understand, they'll get it. I see this again and again with presenters who have confidence about how to explain their work. Just a few weeks ago, I was at an event. Right after 11 master's and PhD students had given short talks to an audience of peers and professors, people gathered around sharing pizza, waiting for judges to select the winning talks. Audience members were asking follow-up questions to speakers, questions filled with genuine curiosity and a desire to learn more. And the speakers were brimming with confidence. They realized the audience had understood them, valued what they did, wanted to learn more. When asked a question, no one fumbled the answer and then mumbled, well, it's complicated, because they couldn't really explain it. Nope. Instead, people dove right into explanations that didn't shy away from complexity, but were delivered in a way that was accessible and clear. Those are the kinds of explanations that continue conversations. Continuing conversations is what opens doors and opportunities present themselves. Job offers are one. And for those speakers, that clarity, that confidence won't go away tomorrow. They won't suddenly become confused. Their imposter syndrome won't suddenly overwhelm them again because they're different now. Clarity and mastery has changed them forever. I know because I get notes from these students weeks later, months later, years later. And they all say the same thing. Learning created the tipping point for them where everything changed. Doors they'd only dreamed of having access to opened, and they stepped through clear, confident, ready. So remember, in the AI era, writing's infinite, presence isn't. AI can generate your words, but not your mastery. Clarity and confidence change things everywhere else too. Your presentation is now your most visible and your most trusted demonstration of expertise. It's not a performance skill, it's a thinking skill. And it's becoming the single biggest driver of academic opportunity. If you want to learn more about how to achieve this kind of clarity and confidence, check out the course I'm building, specifically for PhDs and postdocs at a price point you can afford. Don't wait. Your next opportunity won't.